Hi, welcome to the Staking Geek channel. Today we're briefly going to review the Optimism project, a layer 2 on Ethereum, and the ways we can make crypto passive income within their DeFi ecosystem. Let's head over here to CoinMarketCap, do a quick review. This project is just over a year old, or at least their token was released back in June of 2022. They started out at $1.44. They peaked out around February of this year, around $3.10. You can purchase this token pretty much everywhere. It's widely available. So we head over here. This Optimism article was written back in February. Optimism goes Superchain. Superchain is something that I've recently discovered through my research. And basically what it is they seek to integrate siloed L2s into a single interoperable and composable system. They're saying we need to work together towards a future where launching an L2 is as straightforward as deploying a smart contract on Ethereum. So if you saw my previous video on Base, I discussed Base and the DeFi ecosystem that was incubated by Coinbase and built on the Optimism stack. They're trying to prepare for the next wave of adoption, which is bringing 1 billion users into crypto on chain. All right, so if we come over here, there's a great resource if you want to do a little bit more research, community.optimism.io. We're going to go over here. If you want to transact on Optimism's network in DeFi, you're going to need some assets so you can bridge over Ethereum on Ethereum mainnet or various other chains to the Optimism. And there's a few options here. And this is a reasonable price. I compared it to some other bridges, and it is fairly inexpensive to bridge over some assets. So let's go over here to DeFi Llama. If we look at Optimism, they're number 6. They have 716 million in total value locked, almost 600 million in stables, and around 20 million in 24-hour volume. It looks like they have 179 protocols, almost 100,000 active users. Obviously, things are down right now. So we click on Optimism and we scroll down. Today we're going to discuss Velodrome. They're a DEX. We can make crypto passive income. We're going to discuss extra finance for leverage yield farming. And if we scroll down, I took a look at a lot of these. I wasn't fairly impressed, but there's this Pika Protocol. They have derivatives leverage trading and multiple ways to earn, similar to the GMX and some of the other DEXs that I've reviewed. So we're going to go over those 3 at the moment. All right, so let's go up here to Velodrome, first one on the list. Almost 200 million in total value locked. Market cap around 10 million. 24-hour volume around 6.5 million. Fees annualized 18.11 million. So obviously these protocols are making money. So we come over here, it's app.velodrome.finance, and similar to a lot of other protocols, you can do swapping here. So Velo is the native token for this protocol. They're currently around 8 cents. If we look at their all-time high, and they were released in June of last year, they started out around 4 cents, so they're basically up. Their peak for this token was around 21 cents back in February of 23 this year. And obviously you can swap for it on their DEX. So if we come back over here, this one you're going to be providing liquidity. So if we go over here to liquidity, they're going to have to get on the right network. There I am. So what we're going to do is we're going to research some liquidity pools. So you can hit active. You can, let's go on volume, and you can scroll down. Like I'm going to look at the Optimism USDC pool. There it is, currently earning around 16.5%. Fees over the last 24 hours look like around $1,400. The volume, $467,000. So let's click on that. Going to need Optimism and USDC. So if you bridge over some Ethereum, just going to come over here and swap for these different assets. And once they're in your wallet, you'll be able to provide liquidity. And there's both a volatile pool and a stable pool. So the stable is currently earning around 3%, and the volatile pool is 16.65. So you could do more research. There's lots of other pools here. You can sort by APR, obviously you want to do some research, make sure there's some liquidity in these different pools for when you want to exit. All right, so the next thing is this lock. If we come over here, you can lock your Velo up. So if we create a lock, so once you have Velo in your wallet, you can lock it up from 7 days to 4 years. And the VE Velo lockers get pool trading fees as an incentive to vote on the most productive pools. So once your Velo is locked, you can come over here to vote. And let's say I invested in the OP USDC pool. You can search for that here. There it is. So I could vote for this one. And voters will earn a share of the transaction fees and incentive for helping govern how emissions are distributed. All right, so that's the Velodrome protocol. Fairly straightforward. All right, so the next we're going to discuss extra finance. So if we come back over here to DeFi Llama, let's scroll down. So they're number 8, 25 million in total value locked. Let's click on them, leverage farming. So we come over to CoinMarketCap. They have a token. It's called Extra. And I believe this one here was just released in July of this year. So they started out around 3 cents. They're currently around 2.5 cents. So we go over to their website, app.extrafi.io. If we go over to farm, you can look at some of the liquidity pools. You can also lend. Jump over here to lend. So if you have assets like USDC, you can lend to earn passive income. You'll be rewarded. This provides additional passive income because on this protocol, you're going to borrow. So you're going to borrow some assets to be able to do leverage yield farming. So if I wanted to look at the Optimism, let's say we'll take the USDC example. We're going to click farm. You can do up to 4x leverage. You will need 2,000 VE extra to be able to get that additional leverage. We're going to discuss staking in a second. So if I clicked on USDC, and obviously I would need some of these tokens in my wallet to be able to invest in this leverage pool. If I wanted to do a long strategy at 3x, you could see that these are the levels we're looking at, right? You go down to the red here. So if Optimism is currently at $1.54, if it hits around 98 cents, you would be liquidated. So borrowed fees will go back to the lender, and then you would receive a portion of whatever's left. So you want to be careful with this. This leverage can amplify your earnings, but it could also wipe you out. If we come over here to this docs section, I'll leave it in the link. You can see some of the risks. So impermanent loss, which occurs when one token in liquidity position fluctuates compared to another token. The greater the difference, the higher vulnerability to impermanent loss, resulting in a less valuable asset upon withdrawal. Liquidation, right? Like I was just explaining, once that asset gets to that level, then you can be liquidated. So those are some of the risks. So you want to do a little bit more research. So they have 3 different strategies. So long and short. Long, meaning you think the price is going to go up. Short, you think the price is going to go down. They have a neutral strategy, which is taking a position, a long position and a short position at the same time. So they have these templates that you can leverage as well if you like. And it looks like the interest on Optimism is 11 for borrowing and USDC is 18. But like I said, you can lend to minimize that. So that is the extra finance, leverage yield farming, and lending. If you want, you can come over here to staking. Look at that APR currently, 341%. I believe there's around $190,000, $200,000 worth of extra tokens being locked and staked. So there's the total extra, and there's the VE token. So there's a slight difference. So as you invest or stake the extra token, you're going to receive the VE token, which is a little bit less. And it looks like you can lock it up for various periods of time, anywhere from 7 days up to 365. And the epoch is 7 days. It looks like there's 6 more days in the epoch left. I believe it's Wednesday to Wednesday. And that's the way you can earn crypto passive income with the Extra Finance protocol. And if you want, you can come over here to Leaderboard and do a little bit more research on who's leading in farming and lending. All right, so that's Extra Finance. The last one I want to discuss is this Pika protocol. So we come over here. Let's go back to DeFi Llama and click on Pika protocol number 23. They got 6.82 million total value locked. The volume 3.83 million. There's liquidity almost 3 million. There's fees, so they're generating fees annually around 664,000. So we go back here. We're going to start trading. Here you can do leverage up to 50x. You can long short it. Come over here to Vault, and you can lock up some USDC. Basically, this is similar to some of the other protocols. So if traders are receiving a lot of losses, then you're going to start earning. But as traders start winning more trades, this APR will go down, and it looks like you're rewarded in USDC and Pika. So if we scroll up here and come over to stake, you can stake the Pika tokens. So if we go over to CoinMarketCap, there's their token price, 24 cents. You can actually buy it on KuCoin, and you can swap for it on Uniswap. And if we look at their all-time token price, they started again in June. So like the base protocol that I reviewed previously, a lot of this stuff is new. A lot of stuff's being built during the bear market, anticipating the bull run over the next couple years. So we come back over here. It looks like you can earn around 18% by staking Pika, and stakers receive 30% of trading fees in real time, and this would be locked up for 14 days. All right, so those are the 3 protocols that I chose in the Optimism DeFi. Obviously, there's a lot more, but I chose to go with ones that I felt like they were focused solely on the Optimism chain. Other protocols will focus on multiple chains. I wanted to choose the protocols that focused on just the one chain. All right, so that's the end of this video. If you have any suggestions, please leave those in the comments. I'll continue to research projects that I think are sustainable. I want to thank you for watching. Until next time, be safe with your investing. Take it easy.